In this video, I'm going to show you how to become a food vlogger in 2026, step by step, what you need, what to post, how to get your first paid restaurant deal, and the setup that most beginners skip that's going to help them and help you monetize faster. Listen, if you're new to the business or if you're new to being an influencer, or you're seasoned at this industry, it doesn't even matter. I'm telling you, I'm dropping some gems in this video. So take a chance and listen on how to become a food vlogger slash influencer in 2026. So hey guys, what you're going to be learning today is what a food vlogger actually does, what you need to start, what to post as a beginner, how to get brand deals, and how to set up your influencer business properly from day one. I'm going to make this really practical and simple. I'm not going to try to overdo it. So I'm trying to be as fast as possible and just try to give you as much as possible. And then I want to give you some gems. Now, what does a food vlogger actually do slash influencer? You visit spots, you record experiences, you share clear opinions people can trust. So you're going to be honest to the people, all right, and give them good information on the business. You're going to show the food, you're going to show the place, and you're going to tell people what to order and if it was worth it. Now, your goal is not to be incredibly flashy when you're doing your videos for your food vlogger food influencer business. You want to be more useful than flashy. So you want to help people be able to choose faster, be able to get good selections. And these people, when they see what you're doing and how fast you can provide good reviews, they're going to save your video and they're going to share it with friends, and they're going to check out the spots that you're posting. Now, what do you need? To start, you're only going to need a few basics. You're going to need a phone. We're going to need some good lighting. And when it comes to good lighting, natural light works better, but just try to get as good lighting as possible. An expensive camera is not worth more than good lighting, so just bear that in mind. Just get a decent camera that does 1080p, preferably if you can get it in 4K. 4K is amazing right now, so if you can get something that shoots in 4K, that would be great as well. Get some good audio. You could talk close to your phone, but I would say get some good audio. Get some little mic. You can get a little mic on Amazon or whatever. And you're going to need some editing skills, right? Simple editing skills, which would be CapCut. CapCut is that's what everybody's using right now. You can use CapCut on your phone and you can use it on your desktop. So you should get CapCut, watch some tutorials on YouTube, and know all the sounds that everybody's using. You can YouTube all of that stuff, to get all the cool trending sounds everybody's using and the sound effects and all of that stuff, and use all of the things that they're using. Don't wait till you get everything perfected. Don't do that. Just start, take action right away. Don't waste time. You don't have time to waste. And if you're trying to wait for something to be perfect, it's never going to be perfect. You're going to be at it for years if you're trying to wait for it to be perfect. So yeah, just take action and then perfect it and reiterate and get better as time goes on. The creators who win are the ones who start and improve as they go. So like I was saying before, start and then improve. Skills that will make you better fast. Now, some of these key skills are simple and you can build them quickly. First is being comfortable on camera. Even if it's just voiceover at the beginning, you still want it to be, clear and short with your speaking. Second is structure. A strong video follows a simple flow. Where are you? What you ordered? What it cost? How it tastes? And who it's for. So just remember that structure, because that's super important, right? The third thing is clarity. Avoid long speeches. Be direct. and be honest. And the most important skill is consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. So just be consistent. If you know this is what you want to do, don't let anything sidetrack you. Just do this, and you're going to get better as time goes by. Now, if you're a beginner, right, I'm going to suggest that you keep your content simple and repeatable. Don't go crazy. You want to start off by keeping it very simple so that you can build up momentum and get good at what you're doing. So post reviews like what to order here, the best items for, under $15 or $20, hidden gems in the area. That can be a niche that you focus on. Top 3 for brunch, that could be something that you focus on. Or is it worth it? That could be like your niche, like, hey, was it worth it for this? Like, that's, hey, I went to so-and-so place, was it worth it? And then you go into, what you had. Your first goal should be volume and improvement, right? Aim for about 15 to 30 solid posts, so you have proof of your style, your quality, and your niche. Why am I saying this? Is because, like, after you do 15 to 30 videos, you're going to get a feel for the system and the type of style you're going to be using. You're going to get used to it. And, you can always change your style later, but just become known for a specific style. I watch a lot of different food influencers. There's one guy that he just has this infectious laugh. He's like, ah ha 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 ha. He always does it, and it's comical to me. I like watching his videos, and I like when he laughs. It's funny, right? It makes me laugh because he cracks jokes while he's eating the food. He's hilarious, and that's his style, and it works. It really works really well. So yeah, you'll find your style, but make sure you have 15 to 30 posts, so you can build your portfolio. Now, how creators grow faster in 2026 comes down to 2 things: attention and convenience. Your videos get attention, but convenience is what builds loyalty. People will constantly ask, like, as you start to build and people start to engage with your content, they're going to ask questions like, what's that name of the place again? Even though you already mentioned it, they're going to still ask you it anyways. They're going to say, oh, where is it? Can you send me a list? They're going to say, what do you suggest for this, for that? They're just going to ask lots of questions, especially if you have an engaged audience, and they're going to DM you because, and you should be answering DMs when people DM you, because this is an industry where people want to connect with you and they're becoming your friend, and they're going off your suggestions. So they want to know you, they want to DM you, they want to talk to you. And if you're not a person that really engages with content, the person that's engaging with the content, like full on engaging, is going to get farther than you faster. If you make it easy, you'll build loyalty faster. So why am I saying that? Is because even me, myself, sometimes me and my wife, we're getting ready to go out. And I'm like, oh man, I can't remember the place that this food vlogger suggested. And sometimes I may have it saved somewhere in my Instagram, but I have like so much things saved there. Like, where am I going to find it? Or saved on my TikTok. It's like, where do I find it? I have to scroll and scroll and scroll to find it. I don't want to be doing that. And then I just get flustered. And then you already know how choosing to eat is already a difficult thing, especially if you're, married like me. You ask your wife, what do you want to eat? Well, I don't know. And you're like, well, what do you want to eat? Well, I don't know either. And then you guys are trying to figure it out, and you want to try to look for the recommendations of the food vlogger. It has to be easier, right? It needs to be easier because it's already difficult as it is. And I don't think people notice that enough, but I'd noticed that. Now, this leads me into how about brand deals and sponsorships. Now, brand deal is when a restaurant pays you to promote them. The easiest way to start is to start local. That's my suggestion. Like, don't try to get like one of the larger restaurants. Don't try to get DoorDash right away. Don't try to get like Popeye's chicken sponsorship right away. Just start local in your area, local businesses that you can walk and connect with, smaller businesses. Do connect with those businesses first, right? Because small businesses are always looking for attention, and they want to feel confident you'll be able to represent them, and they want to see your portfolio. So this is why I said earlier to build a 15 to 30 post, so that you have a decent portfolio, to begin with. And once you have those posts, you can show your work, you can show professionalism, show outlooks. The engagement doesn't really matter at the beginning. Don't worry about the engagement, just worry about the consistency, and then you can reach out to them and show them your work so that you can start to get those deals. Now, easiest way to reach out when you're doing something like this is like, hey, I'm a local food creator and I feature restaurants in short videos. I'd love to come by and film a quick review this week. If you're open to it, I can send examples of my work. My suggestion is keep it professional, keep it short, and don't over-explain your work. When you have to over-explain, people don't like it, and it's like you're trying to convince them, and people don't want to be convinced. They want to feel like the decision they're making is their own decision, and you didn't force them to make the decision. If they ask you for pricing, I would suggest you have a small like packaging. I'm not gonna suggest your pricing. Pricing is according to your industry, how much followers you have. There's a lot of variables behind pricing. But offer something reasonable based on statistics. If you don't know, then I would even suggest pretend to be a restaurant or pretend to be representing a restaurant and message another influencer in your area and get that information, right? Now, the smart move most beginners skip. Treat your content like a business from day one, not a hobby. That means two things: a clear place for your recommendations, a simple system to track businesses and followers. Most beginners are skipping this, and they're not treating their content like a business from the very beginning. And this is where Dottable comes in. Dottable helps you set up a personalized directory, which is your own link that holds all your recommendations in one place. So instead of people DMing you for locations and lists, you can simply share your directory. That makes your brand look more professional from the very beginning. It helps your audience find spots faster, right? And it keeps everything organized as you go, because Dottable also supports and has a CRM side for your influencer business, which most influencers don't use a CRM, and they don't, they don't have a personalized directory in most cases. I'd say maybe 99%. And obviously after I start making, I release the Dottable and the products and everybody's seeing, a lot of people are going to have directories and they're going to have CRMs. And so they don't have CRMs, right? And a CRM is a customer relationship management tool, something simple for business organization. So the CRM will help you stay organized with businesses you talk to. It helps you to follow up when you need to with potential clients or customers, right? So yeah, it helps you track restaurants you contacted, helps you track deals and follow up, stay organized for income, so income is consistent. Now, how food vloggers make money with Dottable. This is like, people always ask like, what is Dottable? And they want me to always explain it. And I try to explain to them, and I try to explain to why the CRM part's important and why everything's important. But this is how you make money with it, because Dottable at its core is a personalized directory. With this, you can monetize very early, right? So food vloggers make money from paid features, from sponsored posts, from monthly featured placements, from affiliate links, and opportunities that come from having a clear professional place for businesses to be featured and for followers to find their recommendations, right? So like at its core, you can put, feature locations on Dottable, which would be your own personalized directory that you'd have, and it's just hosted by Dottable, and you'd have the businesses there, right? Just the regular featured businesses. Then you'd have like maybe a sponsored post, like a banner that's there for specific companies, especially if you're like, as you're growing and you get like bigger deals, like the DoorDash deals and stuff like that, then you'd have them as sponsored, not only just as a feature, but as a sponsored post. and then you can have affiliate links directly connected to that, so people can click from there to the affiliate link. And then you'd have, your monthly featured placements, which could be like the ones that are paying monthly for being placed in there. So for example, let's say you had like my hidden gems in New York. You'd have your hidden gems in New York, and then you'd have like your top 10, and in that top 10, that could be your featured placements that people pay monthly for, right? So this is insane stuff, man, because this is where it's heading. This is what the industry is going to become. This is going to be the most sophisticated way for influencers, travel vloggers to make more money. Like, gone are the days of blogging and just plain vlogging and just outreach awareness. But you need to have personalized directories, because your followers trust you and they want more from you that's actionable in terms of the steps taking, and it helps them. Like I told you, I have had the same issue with me and my wife. We're trying to find places, and like there's no list. Like, where's the list, guys? Everybody needs to have a directory list so that I can go on and see what's happening for the things I'm looking for. So if I'm looking for Italian food and you're a guy that's really heavy into the Italian niche, I can go in there and say, okay, this guy, he has this places that he's listed the quality. I can click on there. There's a Google Maps link to each restaurant. There's all the things that they tried. There's your video for that thing, for that restaurant. And now it's easy for me to make a decision much faster. You see how that works? Now, let me just give you an example of prices for Dottable, what you can charge, right? So even at actually, let me just break down the numbers first. Now, I have some numbers here. You can see that there's some like $20 per month. Now, I don't suggest you charge anything under under $50, but I'm just doing that for the sake. So let me break that down first. So like, obviously, if you have $20 per month and you have 10 businesses, and this is not like the sponsored or featured, this is just for the regular placements. You have 10 businesses, you get $200 a month. If you had 20 businesses, you make $400 a month. This is monthly recurring revenue. If you had 50 per month, you get if you had $50 per month for 10 businesses is $500. $50 per month for 20 businesses would be $1,000, and so forth. You can see like it compounds. If you're charging $100, which bigger influencers and travel vloggers, etc., would charge more for it, because they have just a larger following, is more exposure, more analytics, more tracking, all of the above. They charge more. And look, this just 20 businesses alone at $100 is $2,000 a month, and that just keeps compounding, because that's not even a lot of businesses. Most of them are highlighting hundreds of businesses a year, and this just makes it easier for them to highlight more businesses and create more content. So yeah, I don't suggest that you charge anything less than $200 a month. But what I just put that there for the guys that are maybe the newbies, are more green to it. And I'm just trying to suggest, like, even if you were to connect with Dottable and charge only $200 per month, that would allow you to be able to fund and purchase more food to create more content, so you can scale faster. So like, as you're like starting to grow, you can charge somebody, hey, like, I have a small following, I charge you only $20 a month. And if you can get 10 businesses to read at $20, it's not a lot. Now you have $200. Instead of agreeing for free food, you agree for cash. You take the cash, or free food and cash, I don't know, whichever way you want to do it. But then you take the cash and you allocate that to create more content at better places, right? And you just start compounding and going and going and going and going, right? Now, as you grow, you can charge bigger prices. And now obviously you can, as you continue to grow and get bigger, and your prices will get higher. And next thing you know, you're just going to be, a massive influencer making tens of thousands of dollars. This is why you can easily make 10K, 15, 20K a month with this business model. So in the next few months, I'm telling you guys right now, you're going to start to see a trend of influencers going in this direction where they're having personalized directories, and it's happening no matter what. This is what's happening. Like I am the guy that's like would be the creator of this. I'm saying it now. Like, so when you see my video, and you're gonna see if anybody's made any other videos like this, but to my knowledge, there's nothing like this as of right now. So I'm the original guy, right? So, but you're gonna see a trend. It's gonna happen, and you need to have the first movers advantage. First movers advantage in this industry is absolutely essential. So you need to make your move quickly, whether you're new to the industry or you are a seasoned veteran in this industry. You need first movers advantage by using Dottable, incorporating it with the CRN, and just crushing everybody that's coming behind you that's slow. You know, it's like Patreon. I don't know if you guys remember Patreon. Like, guys that started Patreon and had first movers advantage had the patrons, right? They have the most money. There's only a limited amount of people that make money with Patreon, right? If you ever go and check the stats, like, everybody's making like this much. Some people are making like a little bit, and then there's like a small percentage that's making a massive amount, because they're the ones that have first movers advantage. They know what they were doing, and they had those patrons locked in. So you want to do the same thing. You want to lock in, have a hold on the industry, because you're a first mover, and make big bucks when everybody is like waiting. And then by the time they're like, oh my gosh, I see the trend and I'm following it, it's already been 6 months. It's already been a year. You're too slow. You're out of it. You're gone, right? Now, here's a 60 days beginner plan, guys. Pick your city. Focus on whatever your niche is. If it's gonna be cheap eats, brunch, halal, because if people do halal, if it's like vegan, desserts, all of the above. Post 3 times a week. Keep your videos structured and clear. Build your recommendation link, right? Recommendation links early, so your audience always knows where to find your list. Once you've posted consistently, start reaching out to local restaurants, and then keep improving, keep building relationships, and keep your content and business organized, right? Remember that. And remember, 15-30 links, guys. 15-30 posts, guys, for the newbies. Now, if you want an example of the directory, it's set up, all the things we have built into it with the CRM. How does everything work? How it can make you more money? Because I've taken the time wanting to be able to create more sustainable revenue for influencers and travel vloggers, food vloggers and travel vloggers, because food influencers don't tend to make as much. And that's not because they can't. It's just that the systems haven't been created, but I've created it. So have a look at and schedule, have a look at our demo, schedule a demo with us, and we'll talk about it. Listen, the world is changing for food influencers and travel vloggers. There's going to be more money on the table. The transition is happening, and you need to be a part of it. So make sure that you don't let this pivotal shift pass you by.